Yo!
Nah, that's too obnoxious, my nigga.
Welcome to First Shake. I am your host, LaShannon Frank. Here with my other hosts.
Nah, your energy's off the wall.
I'm in playoff mode. Playoff Frank.
All right, man. If you say so. If you say so.
You gotta be ready for these playoffs, Carl.
This is what I deal with on the daily, y'all.
You gotta be in playoff mode. I don't feel like you in playoff mode. I need playoff content.
No, I'm in playoff mode. You just in extra mode, which is regular Frank. So I guess it's regular Frank. So it's
we
not,
lit, son. We ready.
It's not much.
Knickerbockers. We ready.
So first off, this weekend, congratulations. An eventful season, actually, to the 2KLeague. The end of the regular season year.
Yeah, that was a lit end of the regular season. I can't even hold you.
That was super lit.
Yeah, it was super lit. I have one minor complaint. Minor.
Frank, you always got a complaint.
Minor.
You always got a complaint.
I just wish the game of the night would have been the last game, which was the...
Oh, yeah. The Wizards.
They should have switched it.
The Magic's...
They have enough... I mean, it's still new where you could have switched it. It could have been like, look, you know what? We know the pace of the game doesn't matter. We played that one first. Ended on the last game.
Because we had to watch the Pacers game.
Yeah, that was torture.
So then, wait. We saw the Pacers game, right? We saw... It was Cole at the small forward we saw. They never tried that all year. You think they should have tried it?
They should have.
They never ran out the small forward shots last year, actually. From my memory.
They never did, and I think... I finally was comfortable with Moody on the court.
What you mean? Weren't you comfortable with him on the court center when he was...
No, I wasn't, because I felt like it made everybody else sacrifice. I hate to see everybody else sacrifice so he can shine, and it still didn't win. So
but he shined, though.
Yeah, that's like, sun don't shine and sun don't... No, this is the team effort.
It would have been the same thing if Cole was at the center and they moved Moody somewhere else, though.
I don't think so. I think you put Moody at that PG. He can still get his shots up. It's like putting him at a pure shot.
He was forced to play. Not forced, but he was like, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Everybody was. I mean, this is the problem when...
I
thought more teams would have this issue, though, of not drafting like a pure point. Like, the Raptors kind of figured it out, and they went to the 5-out, so it kind of made up for it. But...
What you mean? Oh, drafting someone with 0 point guard?
Yeah, but because it did the compound point guard thing because it was easier. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really want to spend too much time talking about the King, but
yeah, let's get off of that. They ain't make the playoffs.
But no. It's just that
simple.
I always thought that slashing defender build, the switch when they made it killed them and hurt them a lot.
Definitely.
Well, we'll speak more about the King when it comes to franchise tag type time. We're not really.
Yeah, there's a time and place for Kings.
There's a time and place.
As the Kings guard tick gaming turns. That is concluded for her.
And the Pacers, too, at the same time.
Definitely.
But the game beforehand, it was the Magic versus the Celtics.
Game of the weekend, you probably could say. But it was a lot of tough. But that was like...
That was win and get in for the Celtics.
Yeah.
They would have eliminated the Wiz.
They would have.
And we went to the studio, actually, and we got a few insight, whatever is the case. All in all, throughout the year, I know it's a playoff episode. We're not talking about these losing teams. Not losing teams that didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
All doing great. All in all, were the Celtics a disappointment to you this season?
Yes,
Hold on. They made money from both.
You get caught up with this make money from both tournaments. That don't mean that you make the championship. You're not in it for the ring. It don't matter. We don't care if you won 1,000 million $1 trillion. That's good for their pocket. Their pocket is good. I'm not gonna hold them. They better off. They can at least say we got some bread. But I bet you.
No love for second
I bet
place?
you $1 million, comp. If we said give us the bread that you made from your earnings, and we give you a spot for you to fight for the championship.
Ooh, they switching it?
They switching it. All of them are.
All of them?
All of them.
Hold on. Say that one more time.
If we said, give us all your bread
to the Celtics,
and we give you a spot in the playoffs, they're taking that.
I think I'm gonna have to ask them. It's either I'm gonna ask them or I'm gonna ask them privately because there's probably a different response you get publicly and privately.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's an interesting take to me right there.
Man.
Me personally, if I'm a player, I'm in that situation. Yeah, I definitely want to always compete for the big bag, which is gonna be the $300K or however much, or
you gonna win that money,
whatever it is for first place, whatever player. But I'd rather leave knowing that I won something though. I mean, damn, but second place, so they didn't win.
Yeah, they didn't really win nothing. They just won
I can't back them up. I can't. I tried. But I mean, at the end of the day, though, yeah.
Can't nothing you can say. So let me ask you this: and how do you feel about the top 4 picks?
I can care less. Only issue I had was Dimes having to play on a big man bill. Whether it was playing around at the end of the season, whether they figured it out.
I don't even think they was playing around. I really think they were serious.
Well, definitely, because they went off that game, of course, whatever it is. But
yeah, they were serious.
And then compete, having to play on the small forward bill a few times throughout the year. That was the issue.
That was stupid.
You know, that's probably my only issue with it. Regardless, it's a team game. They didn't make playoffs. They didn't bust.
I mean, you talking about, think about.
No, the league chose to market these guys to you. I don't want to say you because but the league chose to market these guys 1 through 3, just whatever.
But look at the guys after that. And I'll segue to what we're going to talk about.
1 through 4. Well.
After the first 4, from 5 to 9 is where you got your stars at, right? You have Walnut with 6, right? I believe.
Mm-hmm. Raymond 5,
Raymond 5, MVP candidate.
Control regular. Well,
Control had a good season because they made the playoffs.
No, they didn't make the playoffs. What are you talking about?
The Magic. They didn't.
What are you talking about? They just lost.
Because
they did play Control. So yeah, I was gonna say that.
And we go, but
Control turned it around.
Coaching. But we will get to that later.
I mean, no, he admitted his mistake. What you mean, coach?
But you don't make that mistake when it's on the line.
Sometimes you gotta let it hang.
Immaturity, dog.
No. Sometimes you gotta let it hang. You gotta let it hang. Sometimes you think you see something.
I don't care hold on. I'm not changing it when we win it. We on a 5-6 game win streak. You don't change nothing.
No, they lost last week. They lost the week before that.
But that, all right.
I know what you're talking about, though. I get what you're saying. I get what you mean. I know exactly what you're talking
about. Nothing.
Frank, I know exactly what you're talking about. But at the same time, sometimes when you see something, you think you got the edge. You speak to the team about it. You go, is it a team decision? Sometimes they may say someone might see it also, you know. And I'm not saying Control saw it. I doubt it. But I'm not saying either. But he may have seen it too, where it's like, damn, maybe he would fit in here at this moment. Ultimately, it was the wrong decision, of course. But
of course, listen to Frank. You being the chip.
I mean, not necessarily true. The Cats could adjusted. The Cats were getting a lot of rebounds, running Savage at the power forward, and Sick on the center down low too. But regardless of that, it was Control, and then after that was Hot Shot, it was Goofy, and then we had Drake. But the league chose to market the top 4 some type of big. They could have been pushed Walnut. Hood could have been a star in this league. Not in this league, sorry. He's a star in the league. He could have been a star in like a star.
Social
he could have been like a
household. But he is a star social media.
No, but he could have been like
people are rooting for him.
He could have been like a mini household name, face of the league. And
definitely.
And that was his trajectory. I don't want to spend too much time on it. I want to get to the war. But that was his trajectory after the tip-off tournament until he was benched and whatever the case happened, you know. But I don't care that the top 4 missed it. They missed it. They gonna get right. They get back to it. It's a continuation, you know.
It shows parity though. It shows that the 102 is strong. It wasn't as weak as we thought it would be. It does.
The 102 was dope. It wasn't dope, but it was dope. Like the 102 was dope. Like I'm not. Regardless of people say it's weak or whatever. Even if it is weak, every player.
It can't be weak. If the top players didn't make it. The 4 top players didn't make it.
But they didn't make it because of a team. It's a team game still. They still performed individually when they were at
the
their
Celtics don't have a bad team. The Jazz didn't have a bad team, so you can't really say it was based off team. I mean, only team you could kind of say was kind of bad if you really want to say, but they drafted around the player they had was Dallas. But they had to draft around who the number 1 pick, which is your draft strategy when you have number 1 pick. You have to draft around Jordan.
They went to get a lot of Europeans also though.
Yeah, because they knew they needed cones.
No. They went out and they tried to get that German Dirk Nowitzki type, chemistry type, whatever it was. There was someone, I don't remember exactly for sure. I wish I did, but there was definitely better options in the 3rd round they could have gotten.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, I don't care about it though. I never understood the emphasis people put on these top 3, top 4 type things.
I mean, you have to put the emphasis on the top.
No,
pick
because
it's
honestly,
a top pick.
okay, dimes, yes,
Yeah, but even Fab, even compete.
But
if
Fab
you're in
played
the
well.
first round,
Fab
you have
played
to
excellent. Fab,
yeah, technically.
But me personally, I'm not saying this is how I would, but I can see somebody drafting, like I'm gonna draft Frank because Frank is the best leader. Frank is the best. I mean, just because you got drafted top 5 don't mean you the best shooter, the best scorer in the game, the best. You could be the best glue guy. You could be the best vocal leader. You could be the best whatever. Like,
I feel you.
Like, I'm not saying that's how I would draft, but I'm just saying. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. That's the
best balance
you're very
of
big on your spot is not indicative on
how you should be promoted,
yeah,
and how much impact. Except for Dimes, of course, because he was number 1, whatever.
Yeah.
But as far as that, like, it should have really went based on how you were playing at the moment. You know, you always gotta give people a chance to improve, and we can't define people by a specific number, a specific placement where they were at. We have to allow them place to grow, allow them to decline, and we have to be able to accept that. On to the award, Frank. I don't know how we got to the topic of talking to people that are not in the playoffs, because this is a playoff episode.
Well, it kind of segues into that because it's saying, like, after the first 4 picks, we have the MVP candidate and the MVP in the next, 4 picks. We have Rainbow, we have Walnut. Control was 1 game out, but the coach made a bad decision. Who was 8th? 8th pick was...
What you mean, Control? Oh, 1 game out. 8th pick was Hot Shot, another MVP.
Another MVP. And 9th pick was the
Goofy.
Knicks with Goofy, and they're in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that tell you? I mean...
That those people should have been promoted more, and Hot Shot should have got a fairer chance at the voting system, even though I don't think he would have won regardless, but...
No, he would. I mean, let's be real. A fair choice, excuse me, the voting system, yes, but from beginning to the
he would have won, but give him a fair shake. He would have won.
From the beginning to the end, Walnut was the MVP.
Yeah.
Pre-patch, post-patch.
Especially when you factor in, I don't know how much you factor this into MVP racing, but when you factor in Walnut and Mama's contributions to B5 game plan and the whole planning and processing and the whole coming up with scheme sets, Walnut, Mama, and Shots. Man, a lot of people forgot about Shots.
Yeah, sure.
After the patch. Shots was that man.
But my problem with the process, right? I see B5 put out they little rollout for both players. And when
You still on this?
I'm still on it.
They won.
I don't think
what is putting Radiant or Mama in an MVP consideration doing for Radiant and Mama?
Because he still could put down his resume. I was MVP candidate.
Okay. Oh yeah. I forgot. We love second place trophies over here. I forgot.
Exactly.
Yeah. I forgot. We love second place trophies.
I think.
Come on, man.
When you look at the card and stats, it's regular
man.
point guard stats.
I didn't get MVP. That's it. Imagine that you outside. Oh, I was the MVP runner-up in the 2K League.
Hey, that means something. And we still in line for the 2K League.
First of all, you want to run up, not even the MVP. Why are you even approaching me with this?
I'm just saying. If we
let me stop. Be proud of your accomplishments, man. I'm just playing around trolling. But listen. At the end of the day, it benefits you to be a candidate year 1, but I'm sure there are the people that are going to be interested in you being a candidate year 1, I don't want to lose nobody. People that are going to be interested are going to be the same people that will look up that you averaged 18 and 16 or something like that, okay? Yeah. Even though I think 2K numbers are arbitrary, whatever. But anyways, yeah, those are going to be the people, okay? So it's not much of a big difference. Shout out to Walnut, shout out to Walnut for winning that award. What was the next award that came out? The Sportsmanship Award. The Raptors, they took that.
Well, Defensive Player of the Year, Walnut won that also.
Well, of course, that one, yeah. Right.
Well, he definitely had a better stat line for Defensive Player of the Year than MVP.
And who are the people that looked at stats? The league. And
that's what I'm saying. Are you okay with one player winning both awards?
Yo, bro, why are people bothering me this week on this?
I just think this is why you need to have more awards. If you knew that,
did I tell Brian that or something like that? I think I told Brian there should be a 6-man award to take away to be able to give another award just in case Walnut wins both of awards deservingly, right? And his response, hold on, no, Frank, that makes no sense. Everyone's a rookie, but no, it makes no sense. Everyone's a rookie. It makes no sense.
You're making my case. So go ahead.
Everyone's a rookie. It makes no sense.
So that you can have one that was outstanding.
You can't make up awards, Frank. I think Famous said that. You can't make up awards to figure. You gave me no. Anyway, back to what I was saying.
Everybody's a rookie. Everyone's eligible.
Listen. Back to
the best rookie. But go ahead.
Back to what I was saying. When I made the point about how maybe they should give a 6-man just in case Warner was that. Brian brought up a good point where he was like, he said, so we're just gonna just make up awards to stop people from that not stops it, but like if he earns it, he earns it. You understand what I'm saying? If he earns Defensive Player of the Award, he has earned his right to get it.
But it's not fair to have only 6
We don't live in a fair world. We don't live in participation trophies. You want to give away a participation trophy.
Out of 6, right? 3 are players.
So you're telling me that you're gonna snub a player on purpose. You want to give out participation trophies. We are not here for that.
I know. I'm just saying there's got to be a better way.
Frank, you are saying that we should snub Walnut, or we should snub Walnut, or create another category for Defensive Player of the Year.
I don't think he should have won both. That's just my opinion.
Did he have the numbers? Even okay. How did they determine DPOY? Based on numbers or something like that, right?
I'm assuming, yeah. He had better stats.
Did he have the numbers when they put him in the end of the spreadsheet or whatever the case?
Yeah, but so did a lot of other people.
Listen, did his team? Was his team? What was his team? If he didn't win MVP, should he have won DPOY?
Yes.
Okay then.
Yeah, but
how are you taking them away from? How are you hurting kids? How are you hurting people? No, how are you hurting people for doing their job? That is the worst thing you can do in life. But in life, you're taking away award from people because they have earned it.
On the MVP list, he can't be the MVP.
They have earned it.
He can only be man. It's crazy. This is redundancy. That's why you shouldn't have both on the MVP list. You can't be both. You can't tell me Mama and him were both MVP candidates. That means wait, did they win every tournament? No. Did they go undefeated regular season? No. There's no reason why two players from the same team should have been on that list.
That's cool.
That's why he didn't deserve both awards. He should have got one. Because if you're telling me that Mama was equally as valuable as Walnut, he's not the MVP. Simple. He can't be. He could be Defensive Player of the Year, and Mama could have been MVP. I would have accepted that. But you can't tell me that. This is why you don't have 2 players on the same team. There's no way that Walnut can be both. If Mama is equally, and it wasn't like Mama was number 5. They had Walnut 1, Mama 2. It's crazy.
This is what's plaguing society. People like you, y'all stun people grow. Y'all don't allow people to grow. Y'all don't allow people. You are saying that he can't win both awards that he deserves. I don't understand it. Like, you can't.
Equally. You said Mama is number 2.
You can't have all the cookies. You can't win it. You can't. Yes, you can if you deserve it. If you earned it, you deserve it.
You deserve it if Mama is equally as good. That's what you're saying. When you say Mama is number 2, you're saying Mama is equally as good.
I didn't say Mama is number 2 in voting or whatever. He should be on the tracker. He should be on the tracker.
6 on the tracker.
No. So if a person deserves 4 and their teammate is in it, you're gonna put them down to 6? That's unfair. You are discouraging people. If you take away 2K,
he took a Fab or Radiant spot, Mama. Let's be real. If you put his stats against any of the PG stats, it's the same stats. There's no reason why Mama should have been in the conversation.
I can't deal with people like I can't deal.
It's not right. That's the only reason why I feel like Warner doesn't deserve both awards. You can't tell me that both players. You can't. Please help me say. You can't tell me both players are MVP candidates, and he's clearly the best player in the league if he won both awards. How can Mama also be the best player too? It's ridiculous. They did not win every tournament. They did not go undefeated regular season. It cannot. They've lost games. They're not the greatest team ever assembled. There's no way he should have been 1 or 2. he should have lost MVP if he didn't lose Defensive Player of the Year. One of these awards he did not deserve. I'm not saying he wasn't great. I'm saying he did not. If you base it on what they put out there in the world, you can't have one or two from the same team of MVP. You can't tell me he's the greatest player in the league and he's also the greatest defensive player and you still have Mama as your second.
Yo, can we move on from the MVP? Because
we can move on.
I ain't gonna lie to you. All this.
I got a lot of smoke today. I got a lot of smoke today.
But your smoke is misdirected because you are trying to give out participation trophies to people.
No, I just want people.
You are taking away people rightful. No, that's the word you're gonna use. You're taking away people rightful ownership of something, and you're trying to give it to somebody else.
That's not my fault.
And you're taking
it away is not my fault.
And you're trying to give it to somebody else to make it fair. You are in the business of participation trophies. You are in the business of taking away people's rewards.
They have to change the process.
That's cool. When you word it like that,
the process has to change. That's what I'm saying.
That's cool.
You can't award somebody for the process.
That's cool, Frank.
The process has to change.
Frank, that's cool. On to the next one. What's the next award, Frank?
The next award is
we didn't give the Raptors enough due for their community and management.
Yeah, I'm a little confused by that. That one took me a little aback.
Then they were outside doing their thing in the community. I remember I seen the video of Kobe with the basketball kids when he went back to his father camp. They were putting in work in the community. If it wasn't them, I think it. I
felt like it should have been the Mavericks.
I
was surprised it wasn't the Mavericks.
Why everyone was saying it was the Mavericks? Everyone saying the Mavericks.
That's the team I see the most prevalent when I'm watching social media. Like I don't know nothing of what the Raptors did. That thing you told me, I never knew until right now. I'm not saying maybe they just ain't do a good job of promoting that.
You just don't follow the fact that people.
I probably don't, but that's probably true actually. when I think about it, but I just felt like I've seen the Mavs out there more. When I talked to people, they was like, "Yeah, the Mavs are winning." So I think whoever wins it, it's a great award, but it doesn't matter who wins it. I was just shocked that the Raptors.
Okay, you're just shocked. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it wasn't. I'm not saying it was a snub.
Yeah, it's a great.
Because anybody who helps the community, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
everybody, we all winning with that.
Yeah, we all win.
We all win. Okay. But so what's that? Sportsmanship. We can talk about that. T Freshie, the big homie.
Yeah, I seen somebody on the first shake poll. I don't know if it was you. I don't know whoever you got running first shake, whatever. They tagged me in it, and on the poll they put winner for sportsmanship.
Well, I mean,
don't tag me in nonsense.
But wait. Let's be clear now. I'm gonna have to bring up the poll and see the comments. People voted heavily for winner stays on
because he has a good brand,
and people commented that he should win it. He had the most comments in our poll that he should win the award.
Yeah, he has a great Twitter brand.
Him and T Freshie were battling on who should win the award in the comments. So it's not so far-fetched.
He has a great Twitter brand.
I'm not disputing that, but it's not a far-fetched idea that people thought he should have won the award. I mean, yes, he's been a little crazy. He blocked his teammates and stuff. But at the end of the day, his brand does represent positivity.
He has a good brand, and that's why he's still in the league.
Yeah. And salute to that brother. I mean, I wish him good luck in year 2.
And 3.
And 3. But
if he didn't mess up the bag. On to the next.
But yes, it wasn't as a simple. I mean, we know that it should be T Freshie, and I'm super happy T Freshie won it.
Definitely.
I mean, to sacrifice.
T Freshie T Freshie said he didn't play because he didn't want to mess up like the mojo or whatever at a certain point, right? There was a game you could have played, T Freshie. There was a game you could have played. I think it was that week when Radiant went on the small forward build
that week
after the patch when he went on and won. I guess it's hindsight of 2020 because you don't know that you should have. You don't know that you should have played that.
But he would never play because he didn't want to mess up the chemistry at all, which I understood. And I respect that. A lot of.
I think I would be like that too, though. If I think about it. Unless the coach called me up.
Long as it's not a thing of like I'm not playing because you ain't playing me all year, and it wasn't that. It was like no, I think we need to have the right chemistry heading into the playoffs.
Especially when we just won. We already won without me.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like unless it's needed, I'm not.
And they kind of took a step back when the patch came. So
and that's when he could have played. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's when he could have played during that.
But they had to get. And then you're like, well, now we got to kind of figure it out. And now it's too late in the problem. They're still in a space where I still like they still needed to figure it out.
They still need to figure it out.
So I do think he made the right decision for the team. Like, nah, we still need to feel. We're not where we was at the beginning of the year where we should be feeling like we can make a run and win the whole thing. So he definitely made the right decision. That's why he deserved the award.
He more than deserved the award.
Yeah, definitely. I'm happy they even put that in there because to only have 6 awards and they made sure they had this type of awards says a lot. So, because I was worried, like, they're not going to honor T. Freshie in no way, and this is the best way they did it. So, salute to the league for that.
T. Freshie could have been a star in this league. I'm not saying game
could have been.
I'm saying about
for what he did for his brand, but he's still a star.
Yeah. Oh, no,
he's the most known unknown player. He's the unknown soldier. Like,
most known player that didn't play again.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, the brother was doing events.
He's like is it kind of disrespectful? I think it's just the Brian Scalabrine of the league.
No, he's not that bad.
No, why would you say? I'm talking about as far as like the GOAT persona, like.
Oh, you mean like fan favorite? All right, like
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, first of all, you wasn't a Nets fan or something. Why would you say Scalabrine was bad? Like Scalabrine.
No, I mean, because the perception was Scalabrine wasn't ever good enough to play. So I'm not saying bad. I mean, Scotty was the GOAT,
but yeah, like that. Like he got like that GOAT.
I'm just saying the perception.
He got like that fan base, like that Freshie fan base. I don't know.
Yeah, like the white mom, red mom type stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Bonner.
Yeah.
Look, that type of little, you know.
Yeah, and he has that. He has a cult. It's called a cult follower. He has a cult follower. Definitely. Like I said, the brother did an event with. People wanted to see him at an event when he had never played a game. That's the first time and I've never seen it in any sport, e-sport or not, where a person who never played is getting spawned. Like people want to go see him at places. That says a lot. What else we had? So we did every award for Coach of the Year. Coach of the Year went to Dwayne Barton from the Detroit Pistons game, aka King Duan.
That was deservingly. I remember in the beginning of the tip off here. I remember. Before I get into it, I remember in the beginning of the tip-off when we were like, who's the Pistons coach? Because he was running sets. I definitely remember going back to that episode, and we were like, he was running horns, he's running deads, and we was like, he made it work. Like whoever was the Pistons coach, he made it work, and it was crazy because that was one of the teams Chris Moon said was running 5 out.
1 plus 5 out. We already discussed that, but we didn't go there. But I don't know why you guys don't think Horns is 5 out. Everybody knows this already.
Yo, I'm off the segment already. Yo.
But I'm gonna change up swaggers for a second because I have to rant on this. I have to, man. Because I feel like my boy was shunned, even though I know.
And you talking about famous?
Yes.
Okay,
I know he bigger picture, and the bigger picture for them was the playoffs.
All right.
And I'm not even a heat check lover. Everybody knows me. I don't, I have to eat crow. They made the playoffs. So once again, I apologize to heat check game as a staff, record label, and as a crew. If you're down with heat check game, I apologize to you too. Y'all made the playoffs. Y'all defeated the big bad green monster. Y'all did it. Now let's see if y'all can do something in it. I don't know. Y'all gonna do something in the playoffs.
What the green bad big monster?
Jealousy, anger. It's just
My bad. I'm a little young.
It's just a figment monster.
Yeah, it was before my time.
Figment monster. Yeah, I'm old head shit. But yeah, we got. So but yes, I do think he was shunned on this.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you why. Thank you for asking me that. It's a good question. So, who had the most pressure on them coming into the league?
As a coach?
As a coach. I answer that for you. Famous. I'm going to tell you why.
First of all, don't answer shit. Don't answer. First of all,
I got to get to my point.
First of all,
it's famous. I'm going to tell you why.
I knew it was famous, but I was just thinking about the pressures of like Morocco. I was thinking about other pressures.
Morocco, nobody else was a 2K guy. Straight 2K, branded 2K guy. Everybody else, I had an eSports background. I did League of Legends. I did this. I did that. I stepped on somebody's
toes at the Call of Duty event.
No. 2K guy, known as the #1 guy for information on program, famous enough. He is not only the coach, he is the team operation manager for Heat Check. He is everything Heat Check. To have that pressure.
Coach of the Year. The award said Coach of the Year.
Yeah, Coach of the Year.
Okay.
To have that title and have to be. He doesn't have an Adam Rubin. He is Adam Rubin. So he does. You get what I'm saying? He has all these roles to get that team into the playoffs and still be successful at the upper two roles that he is doing, which is manager and team operations head guy. That is amazing.
What he won, like 7 straight or 8 straight on the turnaround?
Yeah. There's no way. Due respect to the Pistons, I do think they overachieved all year long, and I think this award was given because there was no other way to honor them. I do feel like we've talked about this all year. They were always the third or fourth best team, and nobody ever talked about them.
It's because they're grit and grind. They're grit and grind.
Yeah, I think this is their way of saying
their offense isn't like the greatest offense ever.
This is the way of the league saying, "Hey, we recognize that you are one of the top 4 teams. How can we recognize you?
No,
You're not going to have the best player."
I think it was just the Pistons finished with a better record than the Heat, and
But I mean,
I genuinely feel
King Dewan, and he didn't have the same. He didn't have the. All he had to do was coach. He didn't have the same pressure as Famous.
I'm 100% with you. You already know. I'm 100% with you.
He
but
overachieved.
I'm 100% with you, but.
I'm just out here speaking.
But at the end of the day, we still gotta. Like what we were just saying, like with the whole, like what was it, Walnut, DP or whatever. Famous didn't win the last 2 games to make him coach of the year, and that's really what all it was. That's all it came down to. That's all it came down to. That, and I know why he didn't win, but
I mean, yes, but he overachieved. He had 3 roles. He played the role that King Dewan. All he had to do was focus on coaching. He had Adam Rubin. He had people in place. He just had to focus on the team and coaching.
Frank, I'm with you. Frank, I'm 100% with you. But we can't take away from
he had
King
the
Dewan.
most pressure.
We can't take away from King Dewan because
let me tell you, if Famous doesn't do well, the next 2K guy that comes down the pipeline that's all 2K and has no other esports background might not get a hire. That's real.
Frank, you bodying the segment. Yeah, you're right.
He had the pressure of the whole community on his back.
Frank, you're 100% right. You bodying the segment. But at the same time, we still got to tip our hats off to King Dewan.
No, I'm not disputing it. If any other scenario, if it wasn't Famous, it should be him. But I just feel like in this scenario, it should be.
But you know those things aren't factored into the award.
I do think he did an amazing job. I put him on the list when we did the thing. I made sure that he was on that list of people.
He probably won that poll, didn't he?
I think he did, actually.
He would win the fan vote.
I think he did win that poll.
He would win the fan vote. Why wouldn't he?
Yeah, But yeah, I do think he was an amazing coach. I just think that
he definitely was, and
the body of what he had to go through is not the same level. What Famous had to
and
go
to reiterate what we always say about Famous is something that we were saying way before he even mentioned it. Is just that the way that he incorporates his players into the strategy. You know,
exactly.
A lot of people don't know, but like things like that, or hearing things like that, or seeing things like that. Like when he does that, it I won't say it boosts his. In my eyes, drop off is now boosted as this, because it's like those type of brains. Like you gotta factor certain things when you draft, and go back to what we talked about beforehand.
Exactly.
Like certain things you factor in. Where I remember people, but like maybe like 2 or 3 people, but like, oh, why is the drop off there? You know?
Exactly.
Certain things that come into play. Like you got players helping you out, and you helping the player. Like y'all building off each other. It's not like you're an authoritarian figure.
It's true.
You know, you never want to give off that authoritarian figure where you are in control. You never listen to your plays, and you have players out there on slashing defenders. You understand what I'm saying?
Very true, and there's a lot of coaches doing that.
And you telling players like they must do this, they must do that. Yeah, you can tell them that, but you can tell them that after you show them why they must do that. But anyway,
But yeah, shout out to King Dewan.
King Dewan. The only issue I have with King Dewan, not with King Dewan, the only issue I have with it is that he's a great coach, right? He's drawn up sets for the Pistons, whatever's the case, high, low, anything they run. But the Pistons offense isn't the best offense in the league and has struggled. It has struggled a lot throughout the year.
Oh, definitely. We know this from point differential.
So what did he? So are we saying that he coached the defensive end? Because no, we give him plays. His credit, his plays work. His plays, the horns, whatever you want, it works. But
I think he gets credit.
Is there a heavy reliance on plays that is hurting the offense? Is the sets that they run hurting the offense? Are they just not a great offensive team? I mean, I guess it's a part of the game where you can give a coach of the year, even though because they're defensive specialist coach. Who's the defensive specialist coach in the real NBA? Alvin Gentry? No, not Alvin.
Popovich is considered defensive.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. He is.
Okay. There was somebody like specialist, like this guy's a defensive specialist. Like, dang, it's like.
I'm trying to think like. That's a head coach right now?
Not right now. Just throughout the year. It's someone in the league. It's just not coming to my head right now. But it definitely coaches where. Is it Thibodeau? No.
Yes, Thibodeau's considered defensive.
Yes. Thibodeau, right?
Yes. Chicago Bulls coach. Yeah. He's considered defensive. Yes.
Yeah, he's on Thibodeau now. But whatever. But back in the days, like he was known like you ain't messing with that Tibbs defense. And so that's what we gave him that for. We gave him that strictly for.
I don't think he got for that.
Because defense, I feel is on 2K it's coaching. It's coaching as far as like you would tell them don't drop or something like that. But it's a little. It's a fine line on defense for coaching.
Definitely.
It's a fine line.
I think he got it because they had a roster that nobody expected to win at a high level, and they overachieved. And I think
so then Ramos should have won MVP.
Definitely. I mean, I'm gonna tell you the truth. He was my MVP pick. I thought
I thought Boo was the MVP pick.
No, I never said my MVP pick, but I can say it now. My pick for MVP was Ramo. I thought he overachieved. They didn't draft him. Nobody ever said the Pistons got the greatest team. He took a team of virtual people outside. I think Sandy's on that team, but outside of that.
But no, I'm so far ahead today. GFG.
Yeah.
I remember they were talking about.
But he wasn't considered even elite at the time, but he played well.
I mean,
and
he was good.
He's second tier in terms of the team, point guards, but that wasn't a team that wasn't supposed to make it far. In the sense of you didn't have them making it over like a dimes or
with Ruxian starting lineup.
Yeah, exactly. Like
so he willed that team so much so that you would say he's the most valuable.
I think he overachieved on a lineup that could have easily not made the playoffs. So I do think that's why he got it. It's the body of work. It's that he took a team of one tremendous player and a virtual list of other semi-good players and made them a team, and they won. Like you said, overall record. Like you said, he had more wins.
And I'm saying, if the Heat won them last two,
might be different
that would have been, we would have been rioting in the community. We would have been rioting. What you mean? But at the end of the day, like,
so see, famous, you did to yourself. You should have won the last two games.
I don't think he really wanted to. Yeah. I don't think. I don't know. I don't know much into it. But I feel like once he made playoffs,
once he knew he was in, I think he was like, it's good. Like once you know.
I mean, no one. That sounds wrong. Okay.
It doesn't sound wrong because it's about preparation. You ready?
So mindset once you. Yeah. And I thought, I didn't ask him, but I know this didn't happen. But I originally thought that they lost the Raptors game because of how shocking the news was. If you remember, we went to sleep. The Heat wasn't in the playoffs. Exactly. When we woke up, the game was at 11. So at like 11:05, right before the game, they're telling Los, y'all qualified. And now y'all got to go play with the same intensity before, but y'all just got the news that y'all in.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
And it was like a whole confusion.
So I wouldn't blame my players on losing that one, truthfully. Even though they should win it, but I wouldn't.
No, I don't think he does. I don't think he looked at it like, we lost the last two games. Like, he just looked at it like it's a wash. We're already in playoff mode. We're already focused. We know what we have to do. Plus, at that point, the last week of the season, I'm not giving away strategy. You know what I'm doing. We're not going super hard. I don't want nobody to have film like that crazy on me.
I mean, it could also play down to playoff matchups, too. You never know. Famous is a guy that thinks...
Yeah, he might look like he'll look. If we lose these last two games, we be in this slot and we don't have to play this team.
You never know.
I mean, technically, I think if we look at the bracket, I think they avoided B. We'll talk about that later, but I think they avoided
B5. Yeah, you never know. You never know.
Which is what you want to do. So.
You never know. High IQ.
Facts. But yeah,
if he did that, then he should definitely win.
Yo, but this is why they should have had executive of the year, because then he would have won that.
See, you should have said that before you got on this big old rant, and it made it seem like
I think the intern should put out a poll on that, like executive of the year. I would love to see what people think, because I do.
So who are executives?
Executive would be like Adam Rubin. Obviously, you have to put him because he had the coach of the year. You have to put who I don't know who the executive for B5 is, but you have to put him.
Noramuchi, something like that, maybe.
Is he or
is he chief operations man? You see that's kind of thing, because the executive of Philly is kind of in the back. Michael Wan, we know who that is.
Yeah.
I guess we don't really know all positions or terms.
Yeah. But, I mean, we can find it. Information's out there. But I would love to do that. I think we'll do that because I think like the B5 guy should be out there.
But you say you would love to do that. But like, who would know what executive is? It's just gonna be another poll that famous wins. If you think about it.
But people know who B5 is.
People don't know who executive is though. They don't know executive of the year. They don't know those people. We only know famous. We only know the people. Well, we know Michael Wan. We know whatever. But I'm saying
they know Adam Rubin. He's very.
I mean, yeah.
He's doing some kind of.
But they don't tweet. I think you're trying to give a poll to surface level thinkers.
I see what you're saying.
If that makes sense to you.
Yeah, perfectly.
On to the next award though, Frank.
I think that's it.
That's it.
Oh no, Player of the Year.
Player of the Year, we ain't even gonna show it because I feel like we showed it before. But the Player of the Year, I ain't gonna hold you, boo. You my dog. But they gave you Player of the Year because they didn't do Boo VP, Boo MVP. You know,
it does feel like they had to give you something, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with them giving you Player of the Year.
Yeah, he deserves it.
He deserves something. But this is the problem by not having enough Attica awards. Because
so what award are you giving Boo Painter? Don't say Rookie of the Year, because that's stupid. It's stupid.
It's not stupid. It's perfect.
Frank, you're the only one in the world.
Then what about MOP, Most Outstanding Player?
Sure.
Like something to that effect. But
then it'll come down to what's the definition of a stand-in.
Outstanding would be like him out there, the African hot shot, the people who have big performances. Hood. Don's in his 50, like it'd have been those five. Like so they'd have been
most impactful player.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know those categories, man. But I'm happy he won it. Because he really deserves something. I
don't know if he was the player of the year.
My overall player of the year was probably
the alley?
Was Tommy Cook accidental alley.
Yeah.
Or I know the fans they really love the Big Meek dunk.
I like the alley, especially when I saw it again and the way he caught it and jumped over the dude. The alley, you can't beat that.
That alley by mistake, that would be
can't
mine.
Beat that.
But I actually have no problems with the alley being snubbed.
Yeah,
I have no problems with it.
But I think it comes down to they didn't want to give an award to a losing team. I just feel like every person who got an award was in the playoffs.
I mean, that's why Type didn't win DPOY. So, in my opinion.
And Type is an excellent defender. He should have won Defensive Player of the Year, probably. And in another world, another universe, he probably would have won it. But we're here now.
I mean, it's hard to justify giving a 3. Yo, you see how well they finished? The Warriors, they finished well.
Yeah, they did. But Warner numbers were way better defensively than they were for MVP. So it's like hard to even say.
What do you mean?
Stat line.
Then everyone else, Walnut numbers? What are you talking about? I mean, not really. The other guys were running 5 out, and it was just they had better. You talking about defensive player of the year or MVP?
What you talking about? He got
defensive player.
Like, it'd have been hard to give it to Type because his stats.
And that's why you don't base anything on 2K on stats. That's why you don't or too heavily on stats. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Fab average 16 assists. That's a tremendous feat. Let me not even downplay that. But it's still don't come and tell me that. Don't tell me that.
No, you're right.
Don't tell me that.
All right, so we got the playoff brackets here, up on the screen behind us.
Let's run through them. Well, not run through them. Let's just talk. Knicks versus Blazers.
You want to go first on that?
Upset possible.
I definitely have. So I have my Knicks hat back on. I have the Knicks upsetting the Blazers.
You went too far on my door. Oh, it's a 1-game elimination.
It's a 1-game playoff. It's a 1-game bust your shot, man. And I think
MVP ain't going out round 1.
But I just think the Knicks are the best team post-patch. And if you ask me, one game playoffs.
So
the key to beating.
Wait, you remember when Walnut violated Goofy down low?
Definitely, he did dominate.
But that was pure rim times. I'm just asking. Like,
but the thing is, the key to beating the Knicks, it's gonna come down to Mama. Can Mama hold Kuda to under 25 points and
you can,
and get him to have over 5 turnovers?
I don't know about that. I know he can hold him to under 25. If he's not hitting heavily, which he hits a ton of.
But he hits a crap ton of heavilies. Like that's the thing.
I mean, I'm expecting. I don't know how they're gonna come out, but
the
I
Knicks
got to
have
be
not
5. I got to be 5.
Crapped the bed until last week. We pretty much came out and dominated or played very well against every other opponent since
Goofy dropped like 40 against the Magic, whatever.
Yeah, like this is. And I just
last week they folded because Kuda was scared of JT in the studio.
Yeah, exactly. I just think that this team right now, this Knicks team can upset the Blazers.
You think this Knicks team is the best team on the game right now?
I just think the best team.
They're
the best team that's not running 5 out, in my opinion.
Oh.
If that makes any sense.
No, I had to think for a minute. You stumped me. I was like, what?
I can tell.
I was like, what?
Once he hit 5 out, his mind just go blank. You just start seeing videos of people crossing over.
Hey, you stupid.
You just start envisioning
I don't agree. I don't agree with that. B5 is the best team that's not running 5 out. Or
I said post patch.
I was saying B5.
B5 is not
B5.
Fourth quarter B5 has not been in terms of the fourth quarter of the season has not been.
Which fourth quarter are we talking about? Because that's definitely
from the ticket tournament on has not been great. They lost to the team they should have lost to almost twice.
What team is that?
Kings Guard as the King Guard team. They lost the King Guard.
They lost. That's in the ticket tournament.
But they almost lost.
I forgot. So we have. No, I'm talking about. So we have to factor in tournament games.
Yeah, definitely. B5 has not been dominant.
Listen, man.
They just got
B5 gonna mop the floor the Knicks. They have enough time to watch film, come up with a game plan. Goofy not stopping. Warner.
True.
Shots gonna space the floor right, or they gonna get shots down right.
But see, that's another matchup too. Like the matchup that is very
shots might end up guarding Idris. You never know. So
that's the matchup. Like if Idris has to be guarded by Lavish, it's going to take 3 quarters for Lavish to get him, and it might be over by then.
I think shots are gonna be on Lavish. I don't know for sure. I said shots gonna be Lavish. You know what I meant?
Yes. We'll see. If that's the case, now you're leaving Nate open to hit threes. So
what's Nate down there on the power forward bill?
Yeah, but he was hoisting in the other bill that couldn't shoot threes. He gonna hoist in the bill that can shoot.
Listen, man, Frank.
I just think we have an upset incoming.
Frank, we said it when we saw Kuda at the little the little game with the.
Oh, shout out to the Knicks game, and they got an event today.
You know the game I'm talking about, man. The game where they the All-Star game when we saw Kuda there.
Oh yeah, the showcase. Yes.
And we were excited about Kuda. Whatever. Not excited. We were like, oh, they have a chance, Yeah, any team can be beaten, but at the end of the day, they're not beating B5 in the playoffs.
I think so.
But you're just saying that because you're a Knicks fan. You have no definitive anything. You're just saying.
I just gave you the definitive answer.
I know you're saying that Mama's gonna have to outplay Kuda or stop Kuda or whatever. Like,
I don't think he can do it.
Dog, it doesn't matter. And I think the Wizards already exposed them last week on that.
We'll see.
Boy was baited once you got in his head. Come on, man.
We'll see.
I don't know. I'm not saying he's not a great player post-pass line. He is. He definitely is. I'm just saying, like, you Knicks fans I feel like you're biased on it. I feel like you're not giving a proper opinion.
I'm not biased. I feel like you're very clear, concise.
I feel like you're
argument, Knicks, gaming, and
anyway, what event does the Knicks have today?
They're going to be playing people in 2K at the 34th Street Foot Locker.
Why? For money? For
fan engagement. I guess they feel like they're trying to get their community award.
Oh, so it's like what the Pistons just do. Okay, that's dope. Yeah. That's dope. No, I ain't mean like why, like
I understand, but I think it should be a dope event.
Okay.
Some people ask me to go out. I might, depending on how tired I am, but I'm tired right now, so I don't know. But I might show my face for a second. just to see what it's looking like. Cause it's literally right when I get off the train. So.
Raptors.
Yes. This is a hard one to choose. Because you don't know what Cavs lineup Morocco's going to come with. He might actually come out there with a program and lose it on purpose.
No, the Cavs have figured it out now. Well, not figured out, sorry.
Yeah, supposedly, the team that they came out with for the last
Savage at the 4. Hood had 20 shots at the end of the first half last.
From my understanding, that lineup is so OP that you have to... they literally score 20 points a quarter. So the only way you're going to beat them if you can score 20 points or more a quarter.
I mean, that's if...
But I think if you're running a 5-out and you have the Raptors have Kenny, I think you can do that.
But the Kings, I said the Kings. The Raptors sometimes don't always stay in 5-out. The Raptors do a lot of inside-outside play with King Quay. So,
okay.
I'm going to give this one to the Raps.
And
you know why I'm going to give it to the Raps?
Why?
At the moment, I feel like the Cavs overthink everything. But I think they will come out with the same lineup with Savage at the 4, whatever it is.
So my thing is, Savage at the 4 did work. This new lineup worked. So if I'm going to guess it, man, and from what...
No, it's coming out with this. It's coming out with this one.
Yeah. If I'm going to guess it, man, in terms of it worked, and there was some rumblings of what the scoring was and how great of scoring it has created for them. I'm going to, just to be devil's advocate, I'm going to pick the Cavs. But I don't know if they can stop this. I mean, the Heat, though, they can stop the 5-out. But when you have the difference between the Raptors and every other team, they have shooters.
The Raptors run a lot of inside-outside action.
Yeah, they have shooters. They run
a lot of
they can shoot.
They run a lot of King Quay to Kobe from the out.
Exactly. So, but I do think.
And there was a specific play.
The Cavs have figured it out. They're saying that they're going to score 20 points a game a quarter. I believe in that for right now, and I think that's enough to get past round 1, which is the Raptors.
Raptors like on a 7-game win streak though.
Yeah, I do think almost a possible 100 points. I don't know if the Raptors can keep up.
That's if the Raptors don't box that 2 big man type thing.
Yeah, you never know, but
I'm not saying the Raptors got great D, but
that's why we play the games.
I guess. I'm just saying.
But yeah, so that's why. So
we got Heat check versus the Pistons.
This is gonna be interesting. Now, this is a team that when we was in the studio, you heard a lot of people saying they wanted to see.
Who?
The Pistons. A lot of people wanted to see the Pistons. I think because of what we discussed earlier, the inconsistencies on offense allows
when they lose bad.
Yeah, if you can jump on them early, you can get them out of there.
Once you get that lead, especially you running 5-out, they go down to you.
Exactly. So if I had to, and I do feel like the losses, even though they didn't matter, I do feel like it did take a little peg out they step, a little pep out they step.
You think so?
Yeah, it did. Because they didn't change up what they did too much.
Oh, no. Did you see the Raptors game, though? The Raptors game, it was a kind of unfortunate game. I'm not going to break it down fully, but on defense, so Kenny, he was just not walking by. Like, Majestic would let Kenny go by him, and the person that's on the center is just going to slide over onto Kenny to get contact, and Kenny just hit him. That's all it was. Like, Kenny was making a lot of contact layups off of good pickup D. That shot slash different. But, yeah.
All right, so if I had to be a betting man, I guess I'm going with Heat check because I just think the Pistons.
I think the Pistons don't have enough offense. I think they don't have enough offense.
That's what it comes down to. And I have a feeling that if Heat check can play any defense, halfway decent defense, they're going to be inconsistent at that.
Which they will. They haven't had a bad defensive performance in a while. So, as far as the way it goes.
So who's next up? We have the 76ers
versus the Wizards.
These
two teams played early in the year. Remember when the Wizards were throwing games and they ended up throwing the game to the 76ers?
Oh, yeah. This is a tough matchup because you're going to have a 5-out team versus arguably the best overall team outside of B5. If you're saying B5 is the number 1 overall team, 2 would be Philadelphia. So it's going to come down to...
Last time Feast went against the 5-0. Well, not the last time, but last 5-0. They gonna leave Boone Island? They gonna leave Boone Island?
That's a team that you can double off of because JT won't have another shooting game like he did against the Knicks.
You think so?
I know so.
Dang, disrespectful.
Just a little bit, but I know he won't. He's like 0 for the season. Like he has like 2 good shooting games.
So it could be the start to turn around. He had more than 2. He had about 3 or 4, but I guess it's just a low number.
I'm just saying. I personally think the 76ers will win. I think it'll be close, but it depends on the 5 out. If they run the 5 out and they get up by 10, it's over. They got to keep the game close. 76ers have to keep the game close. That's what it's going to come down to.
I actually got the Wizards here. I feel like they fought so much to get.
And they're ready. They're mentally ready. That's a big piece of this. I don't know if the 76ers are mentally ready.
They are, man. What you mean? They just won. I guess whatever. 76ers won already.
But they honestly, you know why? They're on the decline. They haven't figured.
So
it out
we'll say they're on the decline, but they'll tell you that they just beat 2 top whatever teams or whatever. We'll see. They said the Pistons and they said someone else, but I can tell you this. The Wizards and the Heat are excited for their side of the bracket.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because they know if you're on the right side of the bracket, there's a possibility you can win the championship if the Knicks can beat B5.
The Wizards just Boo Payne just had 57 on the MVP. What are you talking about? And they was playing hard. So
there you go.
They both think they could beat B5 in the finals. You know, they just don't want to see them in the first round because it may take away too much. Let's see.
Exactly.
I mean, you know, Wona, he already said no 5-out team. He ain't say it, but he said it, but he ain't say this verbatim. He's no 5-out team beating them in a 5-game series.
Exactly.
You know, what was your favorite season moment? You know, on the
I don't know. I sat here and I'm looking at this and it's like, I don't know. It's been so many moments, so many great moments.
The only one that really stuck out to me, not only one that really stuck out to me. One of the most interesting one that stuck out to me was probably when I know they got a fine for it. When the Heat got up on that table.
Oh, yes. I'm trying to remember. We talked about that in the studio. When they jumped up on the table.
Oh, you talked about it?
Yes. I was like, y'all was going crazy that day. I thought y'all was going to get fined. It was like, nah, it was just, jubilation for winning. I understood it, but it felt like the energy was so crazy. I can imagine what it was in the building. I think that was a great moment. That's actually a really good moment to have. I have to say that I'm bugging. I'm really bugging. I have my Knicks game hat on. I'm bugging. And I put out a big-ass post.
What?
Knicks winning the ticket. Like, that's crazy. I'm bugging.
You put out a post when they won or something?
Yeah. Because remember, if I tell the story, I told them really quickly. Goofy, I said next to Goofy during what's the name of the first tournament? The tip-off tournament. And they didn't win. They played badly. They didn't get them out of group play, I believe, if I remember correctly. And I was like, yo, you need... And I remember we were watching 76ers hold up the trophy. And I was like, yo, I said, Goofy, you got to get New York one of those. He was like, I got you. I said, you sure? He said, I promise we're going to get one of those. Now, I didn't think it was going to be this year. I said that. I said, I don't expect you to do that this year. And he got us one this year. And
that ticket was crazy. They deserved it. They did.
And they did. They didn't win on some fluke.
I wouldn't say it was my favorite moment, though.
It was my favorite moment because we were a 15 seed, and we went away from 15 to 8. We got ourselves a playoff spot, and we messed up a lot of people's playoff dreams. We essentially took the Celtics spot.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Realistically.
But
so that's my favorite moment because anytime you could bring a championship home
my favorite Nick moment would have probably been Idris triple double or something. I don't know.
Well, I
know the chip is bigger or whatever, but I don't know. I just
New York sports, we always need a championship, baby.
I don't know. Like I know it makes no sense, but my favorite would be like him of all people. To get the first triple double, it would be like a great moment. You understand what I'm saying? For him, like
yeah, definitely.
He always pushing the little underrated thing, whatever. For him to get it, it would just, you know what I mean, kind of like We talking about like a moment. It was just a great individual moment.
But yes, I do think that was a great moment. But if I had to, like I said, for me, my favorite moment was definitely winning the tournament. I didn't expect us to win anything this year. I thought it was too horrible to win anything, and for us to pull off something, a miracle run like that, when the chips were against us, everything was stacked against us.
Wait, so you're rooting for the Knicks to win it all still?
Of course, even though I don't think they will, as my analyst side and my coaching side tells me they're not going to get past B5.
But you, okay, thank you. Gotti!
But
Gotti! No, you already told me. You already told me.
No,
you told me that it had no reason to do with your emotions at the moment. Why you
I did justify
That's
it
cool.
on an analytical level. Though.
I don't care. That's cool. That's
I
cool.
did
That's
justify it
cool.
at
That's
a
cool.
level.
That's cool.
But I still had them with the upset. So mark it down here first. They will upset B5, and they will justify Walnut not deserving both awards.
How would that win justify Warner?
Because that would prove that he wasn't. If you're the best,
Yo, wrap this episode up. You killing me.
If you're the best,
you killing me.
if you're the best overall player in the world, and you got both awards, that means you should breeze through the HC. Brace. It should be a brace. A brace. It ain't gonna be that. If you lose, give up when you got go get Boo Pater or Hot Shot that MVP, dog.
I've had too much time with you today. I'm telling you from now, man. You killing me. You get like that argument. One of the worst arguments I've been.
Just keeping it real, man.
You a part.
Your boys say keep it real.
You a participation trophy enthusiast. I see.
Yo, why does it have to be that? Why do I have to be a participation trophy? Why can't it be that people are deserving of recognition? Why can't it be that?
Because you're taking away from someone that deserves it.
He don't deserve it if Mama is also saying you say Mama. We gotta go back to that. We gotta go back to that.
We're not going back. I'm done.
All right. So last thing is franchise tag. What are we here to speak on? We know it's coming. We don't know how soon, but the way it seems like if you're watching Twitter, if you're watching Twitter, if you guys have been watching the league account, it seems like things will be moving fast.
So when's our episode coming? We could do like a 17 days of franchise tag, one for each team.
That'd be dope. So let's do that. I think that'd be dope. Great up. See, the comp come with the ideas. Comp let's go. So we'll do 17 days of franchise, a first shake on Twitter. I mean, every day.
So is it off-season content, or are we gonna do it mid-playoff?
Off season, I think, because we still have next week. We can.
We have to hold the 25th round.
Yeah, we have a lot.
Oh yeah, some people can still change their. I mean,
we got a best of 3 series coming in round 2 for all these teams, so that's gonna be a lot.
I mean, yeah. No. I'll mostly base it on maybe we should do the teams that are out right now, but nah. They don't deserve it. It's playoff time.
It's playoff time.
We're not here to talk about no one that's not in the playoffs.
You ain't going for the chip. You don't deserve a conversation. You don't deserve a leg in this race.
At the moment, because you had your chance. You had an equal.
All season we can discuss all the as the Kings guard game in turns and all that.
Most definitely. So I can't wait to see.
Well, we have definitely that's coming down the pipe. But once we crown the champion, we definitely start the 17 days of the first shake. And you'll see us put together who we think deserves the tag, don't deserve the tag, things of that nature. But it's been an amazing season. If I could put any stink on it, I'll say I think the playoffs will be very exciting. I don't know how the 3-game series are going to shape up.
What do you mean?
Well, because we like a team like the Blazers who really don't have a coach. Like a 3-game series might be.
They close themselves. They take themselves out the moment and make the adjustments.
Yeah, that might be a backbreaker. If you're going to get the team like a Pistons or a Heat check.
Sometimes
or even like
sometimes there's no amount of adjustments you can do. I mean, players are used to making their own adjustments without a coach in regular prom. But no, I'm not to diminish the culture. I'm not at all. I'm just saying sometimes against certain teams there's no adjustments to even be made. You understand what I'm saying?
We'll see.
I'm not talking about the Heat or
yeah.
I'm just saying like sometimes there's no adjustment to be made against the Knicks. You understand what I'm saying? Well, from an outside point of view. Because they're able to. A lot of the players, what's so good about our prom team that they make adjustments on the fly all the time.
Exactly.
So they're able to take themselves out of the picture. You know, the only interesting dynamic is who's going to be the first team to go down 0-1 and bring in their sixth man.
And I thought about that. Like,
I remember you had brought it up, right? Like when I was at the studio, you brought it up or something like that. But it's a really
who's gonna panic? That's what it's gonna come down to.
It's an interesting dynamic because you throw your sixth man in there and you lose the next game. You're like, damn, we could have stayed with what worked all year.
Exactly.
I don't know. I know the Blazers ain't putting Jomar in there, so.
Oh yeah.
No offense to Jomar.
No respect to him, but.
Speaking of six man, the Wizards let go of their six man before.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they let go of their sixth man before playoffs started. I don't know what
Wow.
that's.
You do that?
I'm saying it's so tricky. I don't know what's going on.
That's interesting. They cut their sixth man.
Yeah.
I mean, they do that in the playoff. I guess they say they have a playoff roster. I guess.
Oh, okay, I could play off. But I mean,
I guess
not
it's
cut him.
realistic.
Like they just said he's not. They really statement saying he's no longer gonna be with the team. No.
Yeah, that's interesting. I guess they've been playoff roster then, which is a first for the league. So, but I wouldn't continue.
I mean,
that
they're the
pattern.
only ones that did it. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't continue that.
I mean, he
pattern.
never played all year. So.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't continue that.
But I mean, like, I don't think the Knicks would cut Cam PR.
No. He's from New York. He's a New Yorker.
No. I'm just saying, like, I would love to know the thinking behind it. Because some
Me
team,
too.
the team that didn't utilize their six man all year, like how I don't know. That was first shake. Should they have not?
That was first shake. Your boy, the Shannon Frank. What's this week?
No, this is just playoff edition. That's it.
Playoff edition. There you go.
End of the year.
Well, not end of the year. Playoff edition.
End of the regular season.
And a regular season also. I'm out. My other host.
Tom Bill.
We lit it.
Shot caller, 20 and